The Digimon TCG launched on April 24th, 2020 in Japan, and on January 29th, 2021 in Latin America, Europe, and Oceania, and February 12th in North America. It has since had a boom in popularity, especially compared to its predecessor from 1999 that no one really knew how to play. The modern iteration of the game is split into 7 colors. Check out this video by Digivolution Enjoyer for a primer on them. But unlike Magic the Gathering, the game's decks are not all focused on building around a specific color. Instead, like Yu-Gi-Oh!, decks are constructed around archetypes. There are already a lot of archetypes in the game, despite its young age, but here I'm hoping to cover each of them, eventually, into some sort of archetype Wait. Shit, that one's taken, isn't it? Let's go with something a little more suitable for the franchise. Field Guide. Perfect. Welcome to the first episode in the Digimon Field Guide series, featuring Mastemon. Before we get started, this video and those following it will all be working on the assumption that the viewer knows how to play the game already. If you're new to the game, there are plenty of official resources available online for the purpose of learning the game. Additionally, to make things less confusing for English-speaking players and viewers, I'll be using the English terms and names found in the franchise. Unless it's really dumb. Mastemon is a Mega-level Vaccine-type Angel Digimon that first appeared in 2015's Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, a DNA Digivolution of Anjuwamon and Lady Devimon that was extremely sapphic, with the power to open dimensional doors to other versions of Earth, and perhaps more. Mastemon's appearances in the TCG started with BT3 Union Impact. Mastemon is a level 6 purple Digimon with 12,000 DP, a play cost of 12, and can Digivolve for a cost of 4 memory on any purple or yellow level 5 Digimon. It has the when Digivolving effect to trash 1 card from the top of both player security stacks. Then, play 1 purple or yellow Digimon card with a level of 4 or less from your trash without paying its memory cost. A powerful way to end your Digivolution stack in the early days of the game, when trashing cards from security wasn't common. The drawback of trashing something from your own security as well made it a double-edged sword that could potentially leave you in a worse situation than you started in. Retrieving a level 4 or lower for no cost from the trash is also incredibly helpful for the deck's game plan. For Mastemon decks in the BT13 format, which we are currently in, it's usually only run at 1 or 2 copies, if at all, as it shares its place with another level 6 we'll be taking a look at later. This version of Mastemon wasn't enough to build a deck around, however. A true archetype for Mastemon didn't show up until ST10 Parallel World Tactician. This yellow and purple Yerple starter deck was one of the 2 flagship decks for the DNA Digivolution mechanic, with its end goal of getting the deck's cover card onto the board. This Mastemon is a level 6 yellow and purple Digimon with a DP of 13,000, a play cost of 13, and can Digivolve for a cost of 5 on any of your yellow or purple level 5 Digimon. It can also DNA Digivolve for a cost of 0 on top of a yellow and purple level 5 Digimon. It has the when Digivolving effect, place 1 yellow or purple Digimon card from your trash on top of your security stack face down. When DNA Digivolving, you may search your security stack for 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card and play it without paying its memory cost. It also has the All Turns ability. When you play another Digimon using an effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the played Digimon's level. Compared to her first iteration, there's a lot to take in here. When Digivolving, no matter if by regular means or through DNA, you choose 1 yellow or purple Digimon from your trash to go to the bottom of your security stack. This alone is a strong effect, letting you stack your stack, so to speak, to set up for future security checks later in the game. But the second half of the effect is where things really go off the wall. If DNA Digivolving, you can play a level 5 Digimon for free from your security stack. This enables play extensions with Anjuwamon and Lady Devimon, but combined with its second effect makes for a powerful removal tool. Because of this ability that triggers on playing Digimon by an effect, the deck focuses heavily on cheating higher level Digimon onto the board to pop problem cards on your opponent's field. At bare minimum, you want to be running 3 of her in your deck, but most lists will be seen with 4. Working our way down, we have our 2 canonical materials for DNA Digivolution, Anjuwamon and Lady Devimon. Both, of course, appeared in ST10 as well, and both also got in-archetype support in BT11 Dimensional Phase. Let's start with the starter deck versions. Anjuwamon and Lady Devimon are a yellow and purple Digimon respectively, both with 6000 DP, a play cost of 6, and can digivolve for a cost of 3 on top of any level 4 yellow or purple Digimon. Anjuwamon has an on-play effect. One of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -2 until the end of your opponent's next turn. And the inherited effect, for your turn, while you have a purple Digimon in play, this Digimon gains security attack +1. Lady Devimon's effect is when digivolving, you may trash 1 card in your hand to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 yellow and 1 purple card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in their traits among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. And the inherited effect, on your turn, all of your yellow Digimon gain retaliation. Lady Devimon shows us the core traits of the archetype: Angel, Archangel, and Fallen Angel. Gee, wonder why I like this deck so much. While Lady Devimon acts as a searcher, Anjuwamon can serve as a stalling tactic with her on-play effect while you're building your stacks. Anjuwamon's real utility comes in the form of her inherited effect, giving your Mastemon security attack +1 as it's both purple and yellow. Lady Devimon's retaliation inherit isn't as desirable, as you don't want to be losing your Mastemon, let alone planning to lose it just to pop something it lost to in combat. ST10 Anjuwamon is usually ran at 2, while Lady Devimon is an optional one of. The next time we see this pair is at BT11 Dimensional Phase, alongside their tamer from the 2012 PSP game Digimon World Redigitize, Mirai Mikagura, appearing in their artwork. Again, Anjuwamon and Lady Devimon are a yellow and purple level 5 respectively, both with 6000 DP, play cost of 7, and can digivolve for a cost of 3 from any of your level 4 purple or yellow Digimon. Anjuwamon's effect is when digivolving, you may search your security stack for 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in its traits, reveal it, and add it to your hand. If you added a card, recovery +1 from deck, then shuffle your security stack. And your turn, once per turn, when you play Lady Devimon or Mirai Mikagura, gain 1 memory. Her inherited effect is on your opponent's turn, while you have a purple Digimon in play, all of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in their traits gain blocker. Lady Devimon's effect is when digivolving, you may trash 1 card in your hand. If you do, you may return 1 Mirai Mikagura or 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in its traits from your trash to your hand. Additionally, your turn, once per turn, when you play Anjuwamon or Mirai Mikagura, gain 1 memory. Her inherited effect is on your opponent's turn while you have a yellow Digimon in play. All of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in their traits gain retaliation. This time around, both of our Angels have effects serving the purpose of grabbing resources to get into Mastemon, or another level 6, even faster. Anjuwamon lets you look at your security stack for one of our 3 types of Angel, and even replaces the card you take, if any. This alone is a huge boon, allowing you to prepare for a number of plays, or even to account for missing cards you haven't been able to find via searching. Lady Devimon trashes a card in your hand to put one of our 3 types of Angel into the hand, and can even grab the deck's dedicated tamer Mirai instead. This can be great for setting up the trash so Mastemon has an ideal target for its when digivolving effect. Both also have the fantastic effect of gaining 1 memory when you play their counterpart, or Mirai. With the deck's goal of playing Digimon out for free, this ability has the potential to net you free memory in certain situations, but is often used in practice to reduce the cost of your plays to get into Mastemon without ending your turn immediately. Lady Devimon's inherited ability is similar to the previous version, while Anjuwamon now provides Mastemon with blocker. Both of them are solid 3-ups in the deck. But with both mentioning Mirai, let's take a look at her next. Mirai Mikagura is a purple and yellow tamer with a play cost of 5. At the start of your turn, gains you 1 memory, and on your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into an Anjuwamon or Lady Devimon, if you have 1 or fewer Digimon in play, By suspending this tamer, you may play one Anjouamon or Lady Devimon with a different name than the Digimon you digivolved into from your hand without paying the cost. And of course the additional security effect all tamers share, to play this card without paying its memory cost. Mirai is both the card that elevates the deck to the level of playability it currently has, and also its most expensive play. The game's first 5-cost tamer, she makes you work for your successful plays, much like how she is in her Cyber Sleuth Hacker's memory appearances. Gaining you a memory at the start of each turn is nice, but her real utility is clearly her second effect. This is how you're cheating your Digimon into play for the most part, although you can't activate this if you've already got a Mastemon on board due to the restriction. Certain yellow-based builds of the deck are running BT13 Geogreymon to grab her from security for free, though those builds rely heavily on the BT14 Patamon, which we'll see an English release for this November. Due to Mirai's high cost and restriction on playing one of our angels for free, the number of copies you may see in a given deck list could range from 0 to 4, entirely based on player preference. Personally, I like to run 4 and think it should be run at 3 minimum. To finish up the deck's main playmakers, we've got the cat that any adventure fan would recognize, Gatomon. Gatomon is a yellow and purple level 4 Digimon with 4000 DP, a play cost of 5, and can digivolve for a cost of 3 on any of your yellow or purple level 3 Digimon. She has the on-play effect to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 yellow Digimon card and 1 purple Digimon card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. And on your turn, when this Digimon would digivolve into a card with Archangel or Fallen Angel in its traits, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2. And her inherited effect, at the end of your turn, you may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand by paying its DNA Digivolution cost. While you can hard play her for 5 memory, her main utility is on her second ability as well as her inherited effect. Being able to digivolve into one of your level 5s for only 1 memory is huge, allowing you to continue your plays beyond just one Digivolution. Most of the time you want to keep her protected in your raising area, as losing her before going into your level 5s can be painful. If you're already in a good enough position to play her directly from hand, her on-play effect just adds even more consistency, searching not for your angels, but a purple and a yellow Digimon. Unless you end up hitting all tamers and options, you should almost always be seeing 2 successful hits off this effect. Her inherited effect is excellent if you end up going over the memory threshold to get both your level 5s on board for a free end-of-turn Mastemon. And it even has further utility when you get to the deck's level 7. This is a mandatory 4 of in the deck, and you always want to see one in your opening hand. Now that we have the core engine covered, I want to take a look at a card that most players are more than likely familiar with if they don't love it or loathe it already. Chaos Degradation is a yellow and purple card with a cost of 8, and has the effect during your main phase: place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of your opponent's security stack. If you do, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. It also has the security effect: you may place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of its owner's security stack. Chaos Deg is the one card that most players fear hitting off a security check, as the type of removal it uses gets around most forms of protection. It's definitely a costly card at 8 memory, but getting to tuck something into your opponent's security stack and then trash that very same card with no repercussions is incredibly strong. With Yellow's ability to adjust your security stack, even if you don't have one laying in wait already, slipping one into your security stack with recovery +1 effects isn't too difficult. Especially since this, like Gatomon, should be run at 4 copies, although if you're hurting for space in the deck, it's okay to drop down to 3. With the mandatory includes in the deck out of the way, let's work our way up from the bottom to see how we build our way to Mastemon and beyond, starting with our Digi-Eggs. Demi-Meramon is a level 2 purple Digi-Egg with the inherited effect: on deletion, trigger draw 1, then trash 1 card in your hand. Nyaramon is also a purple level 2 Digi-Egg with the inherited effect: when attacking, if you have a yellow Digimon in play, draw 1, if you do, trash 1 card in your hand. With the cards currently available in English, the deck is almost always run with a purple base, giving us 2 good eggs to work with. BT3 Demi-Meramon is currently the best all-round purple egg at the moment, while ST10 Nyaramon was literally made for the deck. Demi-Meramon is usually chosen to be run at 4, however, due to Nyaramon's ability requiring you to have a yellow Digimon on board. While this isn't an issue when you get to higher levels, it's not ideal in the early game. Personally, I like to run 4 Demi-Meramon and 1 Nyaramon, though most lists I've observed just stick with the 4 Demi-Meramon. And on to our level 3s, starting with our searchers. Salamon and Tsukaimon are both purple level 3 Digimon, with 2000 DP, a play cost of 3, and can digivolve for no memory on top of any of your purple or yellow level 2s. Salamon has the on-play effect to reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add one 2-color purple card among them to your hand, place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Tsukaimon has the on-play effect to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add one card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in its traits among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Both have incredible value in their on-play effects, with Salamon having the ability to grab Gatomon or Mirai, while Tsukaimon can grab any of your Angels. And both can grab you a Mastemon, which is great no matter which you decide to run. Depending on the build you're running, you could play between 2 and 4 of either, but personally I like to run 2 of each to allow for a wider variety in my early game searching. Continuing with our 3s, we've got our major utility rookie in Ignitemon. He is the level 3 purple Digimon with 2000 DP, a play cost of 4, and can digivolve for 0 on top of any purple level 2. He can also digivolve for a cost of 0 from any level 2 with the Cross Heart trait. He has the ability when attacking, by deleting one of your other Digimon, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with a level less than or equal to the deleted Digimon's level. And the inherited effect, all turns once per turn, when you play a Digimon by an effect, gain 1 memory. A bit more expensive to slap onto the board than the others, Ignitemon has 2 really helpful effects for this deck, despite being designed for use in Crossheart. His when attacking effect lets you clear other Digimon off the board if you're preparing for a free Angel play with Mirai, and his inherited effect to gain a memory when playing a Digimon by an effect helps us extend even farther by gaining more memory. With Gatomon digivolving for only 1 memory into one of our Angels, and the BT11 girls getting a free memory when another is played, usually by Mirai for free, Ignitemon lets us net 1 memory by building our board the way the deck intends us to. This ability will be seen even more frequently when EX5 releases, thanks to the new Labramon in that set, who has the exact same inherited effect. Run at 4 if possible, but 3 isn't terrible if that's all you have. For the last of our rookies, this is usually where the floodgates go. In the current BT13 format, BT8 Psychmon is the go-to floodgate to stop your opponents from getting their Royal Knights out for cheap, though you can't go wrong with BT3 Gazimon or BT5 Cutemon. BT9 Pillowmon is also a good option at times, but you need to be careful with that one specifically, as it also affects you. With the rookies done, we need to fill in the other level 4 slots that aren't just Gatomon. An excellent way to start this off is with BT11 Devimon. He is a purple level 4 Digimon with 5000 DP, a play cost of 5, and can digivolve for 2 memory off of a level 3 yellow or purple Digimon. He has the effect, your turn, while you have a yellow Digimon or Tamer in play, this Digimon gains Rush and Retaliation. A cheap Digivolution cost combined with an effect that you can almost always fill the requirements for, this Devimon is a must-include for closing out games fast. And in the case where you have him out earlier, his Retaliation will have your opponent thinking twice about swinging into him. Not only that, but his Fallen Angel trait makes him a valid hit off of all of your searchers bar Salamon. Run at 1 or 2 depending on preference, but personally I like to run 2. This isn't the only Devimon we're on, however. BT4 Devimon is a level 4 purple Digimon with 5000 DP, a play cost of 6, and can digivolve for 2 memory on top of any purple level 3. It has the ability during your main phase, Digiburst 2 to delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. BT4 Devimon serves as a removal option for your opponent's Floodgate rookies with his Digiburst effect, but isn't useful outside of purple-based builds due to only digivolving from a purple level 3. There are plenty of cards that can fit in this slot for removal, but I find BT4 Devimon the best fit for the deck due to its Fallen Angel trait, making it searchable like its BT11 counterpart. But what is a devil without its angel? BT11 Angemon is a level 4 yellow Digimon with 5000 DP, a play cost of 5, and can Digivolve for 2 memory on top of any level 3 yellow or purple Digimon. It has the On Deletion effect. If you have a purple Digimon or Tamer in play, you may play 1 Devimon from your trash without paying the cost. Wow, it's almost like BT11 had all the good Yerpal Angel support, huh? Not the most proactive option for the deck, but a relatively cheap Digivolution cost who can recur your BT11 Devimon for a quick stab at your opponent's security when it gets popped. Plus, it benefits from the inherited effects of your level 5s, so Retaliation and Blocker being added on makes for a free Devimon in most scenarios. Typically, if you are going to run this Angemon, it's at 1, 2 at most. With the level 4s out of the way, what's next since we've already covered our 5s? Well, there's one more level 5 that is a must include for all Mastemon decks. Lucemon Chaos Mode is a level 5 purple Digimon with 12,000 DP, a play cost of 14, and appears to be unable to Digivolve. It has the effect your Lucemon can Digivolve into this card in your hand for a memory cost of 7, ignoring this card's Digivolution requirements. For every 10 cards in your trash, reduce the memory cost when playing this card from your hand by 3. It also has the On Play and when Digivolving effect to delete one of your opponent's Tamers or level 6 or lower Digimon. Lucemon Chaos Mode might seem overly expensive at first, especially since it can only Digivolve from the BT4 rookie Lucemon, but it's the perfect target for Mastemon's effect. Not only could you use him to pop an unprotected level 6, he's one of the few options for Tamer removal in the entire game at the moment. While he unfortunately does not have the Fallen Angel trait, something I could do an entire rant on, and can't be searched, he's still a hell of a strong card that should be treated more like an option than a Digimon when you see it in your hand. You're rarely, if ever, going to be playing him directly from your hand, unless it's an extremely long game and you can use his cost-reducing effect. He's also got an incredibly sizable DP for a level 5, matching or outclassing everything in the deck besides Mastemon and our 1 level 7. He's a bit of a brick until you see Mastemon on board, so at most you want to run it at 2 copies. And now we're back in our top end. Mastemon isn't the only level 6 we've got to work with, however, as the deck also runs this Fallen Angel you may recognize from Digimon Adventure Tri. Ophanimon Falldown Mode is a level 6 purple and yellow Digimon with 12,000 DP, a play cost of 12, and can Digivolve for 4 memory on top of a level 5 yellow or purple Digimon. It can also Digivolve for 2 memory on top of any Ophanimon. It has the when Digivolving effect. If this Digimon has a purple card in its Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. If this Digimon has a yellow card in its Digivolution cards, recovery +1 from deck. It also has the On Deletion effect. You may play 1 purple or yellow level 4 or lower Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. One of the better cards for the deck in older formats, and still great for popping floodgates in current formats, Ophanimon Falldown Mode is worth your attention when you see it on the field. With Gatomon in the deck and mixed color stacks being pretty common in your plays, you'll be getting both of her when Digivolving effects to go off pretty consistently. And like Angemon, she synergizes really well with the inherited effects of Anjuomon and Lady Devimon thanks to her floating On Deletion effect. She shares a slot in the deck with BT3 Mastemon, who we looked at earlier, so running her at 1 or 2 is all you should need. One of each is also fine if you're looking to diversify your top end. And as mentioned earlier, the deck runs a single level 7 Digimon who also debuted in Tri. Ordinemon is level 7 purple and yellow Digimon with 15,000 DP, a play cost of 15, and can Digivolve for a cost of 6 from your purple or yellow level 6s. It can also DNA Digivolve for a cost of 0 from a purple and yellow level 6. It has the when Digivolving effect. When DNA Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon and all of their level 5 or lower Digimon. For each Digimon deleted by this effect, recovery +1 from deck. It also has the On Deletion effect. You may trash the top card of your security stack to play this card without paying its memory cost. Like most level 7s, Digimon is a powerhouse that should always be kept in mind when facing Mastemon. Gatomon's inherited ability comes into play here yet again, allowing for a free end-of-turn board wipe and potential for massive recovery. She retains the Fallen Angel trait, giving her access to the inherited effects of Anjuwamon and Lady Devimon, as well as making her a viable search target if needed. Her on-deletion effect makes her nigh unstoppable outside of non-deletion removal, and if you've managed to get a few extra security cards off her when digivolving effect, you won't need to worry about putting yourself at a disadvantage to bring her back. Run only at 1 copy, or 2 if you're feeling spicy. And that's it for the Mastemon archetype. Obviously, as a yellow and purple deck, there are a ton of excellent tech cards you can run, so here's a sample list for you. This is the list I actually run in real life. We've got fun stuff like Calling from the Darkness, BT1 TK and BT8 Kari as memory setters and recovery plays, Purple Memory Boost of course, and even the new Melga Ace, though that one I'm still experimenting with, so feel free to cut it if it's not your style. If you're a player with any kind of experience, you already know Mastemon isn't exactly a good deck. But I wanted to start off with a personal favorite, and one I knew the ins and outs of pretty well. If there's any archetype you'd like to see me cover in the future, leave it down in the comments. I've got a few ideas for what's to come in the future, but input is always appreciated. I would like to thank Musketeer5831 on Discord for the How to Build and Play Mastemon Primer Guide. I would also like to thank everyone on the Digimon TCG 2020 Discord for their help and support while making this video. If you'd like to find me outside of YouTube, you can find me on Blue Sky, or X, if you really want to call it that, at Lila Morningstar for both, and on Twitch at twitch.com/Lila Morningstar, where I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. Catch you next time, Tamers!